everyone. This is Johnny555, and I am here with my friend Philip. How are you, bro?
Very good. Thank you for having me. What's up,
No,
everybody?
thank you for being with us. Hey, so like I said before we went live, you have an amazing physique, man.
Stop me, this little thing.
Now, honestly, man, you look amazing. I'm gonna get there with some other questions, but let's start with your current weight and height.
I'm 6'4" and teetering around like 260, 265, depending on the day.
That's awesome, man. Because I've heard from other people that I have interviewed that, like, the taller you are, the more difficult that it is for them to gain muscles. And not even gain muscle, it's just because of the height. It might not really see, even though you have it. So, honestly, you look amazing, man.
Thank you, sir.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
a tall frame.
That's awesome, man. So let's start with some of your workout routines because you have an amazing. I mean, everything of you is amazing. But let's start with your arms. So, what workout routine will you do for arms?
So I actually do strictly an arm day right now. My workout split's a little odd. I used to do competitive bodybuilding, not so much anymore. But right now, my arm workout is it's very simple. It's actually only 3 to 4 exercises for each bicep and tricep. With like 3 to 4 working sets each, but obviously a lot of strict curl movements. So, I try and mix it up as much as I can, but usually there's going to be a preacher curl, and then I'll do like some sort of skull crusher movement superset with that. So for my arm days, I do all supersets as well. So I'll do one tricep move followed by a bicep move. Usually I'll start with like the cable tricep rope and superset that by just dropping it down and then doing curls as well. Then I'll do, like I said, some sort of preacher curl machine and then like a skull crusher. And after that, it's just kind of whatever I'm feeling.
Oh, okay. That's awesome, man. And whatever you're doing, definitely whatever you're doing is working out for you. Look at those guns. That's awesome. So I see people joining right now. So just keep putting questions, guys. I'm gonna be reading your questions in a moment. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask my questions. And by the way, before we go any more further, if you wanna see more of Philip, probably you have. But if you haven't, so click on the description of this video. There is a link to his Instagram, his backup Instagram, his OnlyFans, because he has an OnlyFans, and some other social medias. And his Twitter is on fire. So go check it out. Okay. All right. So how long you been working out, bro?
Going on 13 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Did it take you long to see results?
No, actually. So I was extremely skinny growing up. I was very small, like 6'4" and 155 pounds. So obviously I've put on a little over 100 pounds of muscle now. But it was actually relatively quick. It's very easy to go from skinny to large as long as you eat right. So it was all about the food, and then just genuinely love being in the gym and spending a lot of time in the gym. And then once I got into competitive bodybuilding, I really took it to a different level.
Cool. And actually, I was looking at your Instagram, and there is a post where you have your before and after.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that even the same person? That's awesome, man. So what about for chest? What workout routine would you recommend for chest? Or what is working out for you?
Right now, I don't even really do chest anymore. We could dive into this a little later. That'd be another great question, actually, is I've got a rare neurological disorder now. So I actually can't really bodybuild anymore, and I can't do chest, which we can dive into that in a little bit. But what did work for me in the past during my competitive days, I never flat bench. So that seems to be a go-to for everyone. Is how much do you bench? How much do you put on a bar and bench? I don't care. I never do that as a bodybuilder. I go for more strict isolation movements, or like dumbbell presses, machine presses, where you can actually focus on the muscle rather than just moving a large amount of weight on a bar. So machines are my favorite. I love incline plate loaded machines for a chest press, and then I do a lot of flies as well.
Especially for beginners. I heard from other people that especially for beginners, machines are really good instead of, because you're just starting and you have more, you can adjust the weight, and it's always better. So I see people are leaving comments already. Joshua Corner, Sebastian. Gorilla. Oh, Gorilla. Hello, Gorilla. William. So muscles are on fire. And then Joshua Connor, can he take that tank top off?
Maybe.
And and boxers brief and boxers. So there is a questions about boxers or brief. What's your favorite?
Briefs. Well, boxer briefs are the favorite. So I like the tight boxers. I never wear, like the loose fitting boxers. And obviously, when I'm trying to be thirsty and get some attention, I'll do just the briefs because everybody knows that's way sexier.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was Joshua Corner, and then Adele Guy, leg flex, please. If you could do some leg flex.
Oh yeah, of course you want the legs.
And someone posted before. I kind of see right there that they said that you have amazing legs. And that is true, man.
They're a little chunkier.
Damn, I mean, because you're 6'4", that's impressive, man. You have an amazing physique, honestly.
Right.
And then what else I have in there? So keep putting questions, guys. Okay, I'll be reading your questions. So
not usual.
All right. So so when you first started, look at those guns. When you first started, did you hire a personal trainer or you did it on your own?
Did it all on my own. I started working out at 19 years old. YouTube was my go-to. Like watching the old school bodybuilder, not old school, but like Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman workouts. That was like right around the time Colin Von Moger was actually popular before all his stuff went down. So I just watched a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube videos on how to train, and I just started training. And like I said, I just started eating, started training, and started seeing noticeable gains within like 6 months. And I just kind of got addicted, never stopped.
That's impressive, man. What about for beginners? Do you recommend a personal trainer for beginners, or do you think they can just do their research on YouTube and online?
Loaded question. And I did research online. So if you have the drive and the discipline and the desire to do the research yourself and figure it out, I recommend that because I think you learn more. But a lot of people, especially beginners, find it almost a little nerve-wracking to try and even get into the gym and start doing stuff on their own. So I do think personal trainers are a good idea to get started.
Okay.
From the level of experience you have. That being said, there's a lot of useless personal trainers out there as well. Like, so you've got to be. It's really hard to find a good trainer sometimes because anybody can get a personal training certificate.
True. Yeah.
I don't have it, but I'm an amazing trainer. So you kind of have to find someone that meshes well with you and actually knows what the fuck they're talking.
Yeah, no, and something that you said earlier that even online, like YouTube, you can find a lot of really good information. Yeah. So there is Adele Guy. So I was trying not to laugh, but he's like, he won't get through an airport security with those guns.
No, not at all. They always stop me and go full cavity search. It's weird.
That's funny. So remember, guys, so on the description of this video, you'll see all the social medias from Philip. So if you want to follow him, just click and it's going to take you straight to his Instagram, his backup Instagram, and OnlyFans. So go check it out, all right? So,
Right.
All right. So what the other question? So I have another question right here. So how important do you think warming up is before lifting up? Is that important in your opinion?
Yeah, you have to warm up a little bit. You can't just dive into like benching your max weight, right? You have to work up to it, get the muscles firing a little bit. That being said, I'm not stretching for like 10 minutes before I work out. I actually don't see much benefit in stretching before you work out. But you do need to build up to the weight so you don't tear anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I kind of learned that the hard way, man.
Yes, yeah, you can do that.
I went straight to when I was first starting. I went straight to the weights and start doing my thing. Next day, I was like in pain. I could barely move.
Yeah, it'll work.
And Joshua Connor, I agree. It's hard finding a good personal trainer. Yeah,
absolutely.
Especially the gym where I go to, the personal trainers that I see in there, they're not really, sometimes you need motivation.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll go to like these chain gyms, the big corporate chain gyms that they have bodies. They employ bodies to be trainers, and some of them don't even know what the hell.
Yep. And Gorilla Notion, he's like, are you naturally smooth?
Naturally smooth? No. Well, yeah, I have pretty awesome skin, but I have to shave. I shave my entire body. It's no.
Yeah. And actually, you have a post like that, a video, right?
I do actually. Yeah, where it goes from here to
Yeah. You're
from here.
asking, what do you guys prefer?
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because a lot of people said that they prefer hair.
I know a lot of people like hair. It's the bear. It's the bear.
Yeah, I was reading the comments. I'm like, I was expecting to see like smooth because a lot of people go for smooth. But in your post, I was like, oh, okay, hair.
I like
Okay.
shaved. It sucks to do, but my personal preference on myself is smooth and shaved. I hate when I let my hair grow out.
Yeah, because Gorilla, he's like, I would like to see your hair. So if you click on the description, it'll take you to his social medias. And
Cool.
I recommend you to go check them out because at least the Twitter and OF are on fire. Okay. So what about for legs? So what workout routines would you recommend for legs, or what is working out for you?
So everything's genetic too, right? What works for me doesn't work for everyone. But what I noticed, the largest gain to my legs was doing a lot of lunges, weighted lunges. Like I would throw 135 on my back and lunge across the gym, or I would grab, like 60, 70 pound dumbbells and do lunges. Those will destroy your legs. And then squat movements without actually free bar squatting. So again, for size and bodybuilding, sometimes the go-to bench, squat, deadlift aren't ideal for building a good physique. It's building strength. I don't free bar squat. My mechanics aren't built for it. I'm tall as shit. My femurs are long. I can't squat. I could probably squat like 315, maybe 405 on a good day, but I can put like 600-700 pounds on a hack squat machine and go nuts on it for reps. So I have found that hack squat movements and weighted lunges helped me build massive quads. And now I just kind of do whatever for the day. I'll do a lot of leg press now just because I'm getting older and my joints hurt.
But honestly, your routines are definitely working out for you, man.
The work, yeah.
Yeah, because look at those legs.
Big.
So, John Davis, hello, Paul. Could you flex your muscles for me? Thanks. Okay. What kind of flex are you guys looking for?
We'll go legs again.
There you go. Look at those legs. Comment section. Wow, you look amazing, man. Honestly.
Not bad for hungover, right?
No, you look amazing, man. So guys, keep putting questions. So I see Soko. Can you do pec bounce? Do you know how to do pec bounce?
Yeah, pec bounce. It's a little harder because this pec doesn't really work anymore, but I can still pop.
What are you talking about? I can see the two of them moving.
Weird. Yeah, if I take my shirt off, you'll be able to tell. I have two different sized pecs now because of the nerve disease. One pec doesn't work.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then John, he's like, can you remove your shirt? Do you think that's possible?
Yeah.
John. And also, guys, if you want to see more of Philip, just click on the description of this video and it'll take you straight to his Instagram backup, Twitter, OnlyFans, because look at him. He does look amazing.
I worked out once or twice.
Awesome, man. You look amazing, honestly.
Not bad.
All right. So let's see. What other questions do I have here? So have you competed before?
Yeah, I used to compete a lot.
Oh, really?
Actually, not a lot. I've done 3 shows, but I trained for competitive bodybuilding for 4.5 years.
Look at the pec bounce.
Be 2 different size pecs, though.
So back then when you were competing, the first time when you competed, were you nervous?
No, not at all. I actually did have a coach for that. So I had hired a coach to compete. One of my exes at the time was in bikini competitor as well, so I had her as a support system, and it was honestly just really easy. I had a good job at the time. I wasn't doing content creation yet, none of that stuff, so it was really easy. I was not nervous. I like attention. Naturally, I like attention. So going on stage in my underwear was right up my alley. So
That's awesome, man. I mean, obviously, if I had the physique that you have, I would probably be doing the same. But like right now, with my physique, I will be embarrassed. So
I'm embarrassed too. I'll never compete again. I still look good.
you look amazing, honestly. So I saw a question right there. Let's see, double bicep. Can you do pec pumps? You already did. Oh, Gorilla. Can I ask how old are you?
Oh, 32.
32. Awesome. Oh, what
32.
happened to your pec?
That, go into that. So there's this weird, rare nerve disease, neurological disorder called Parsonage-Turner syndrome. It's very rare, and what happens is it can be triggered many different things, COVID, or my theory after talking to the doctor is with my injections, right? So I inject. Yeah, I do inject. I use steroids. So I would inject. It's possible that I had hit a nerve with an injection and got some sort of bacterial or virus. It can be bacterial or viral, but it attacks the nerve. So Parsonage-Turner syndrome is where like 3 different nerves are typically affected in the shoulder area. So right now my pec major on the left side, my medial tricep head in here, and then my serratus anterior muscles in the lat don't work at all. Like zero function at all. No nerve activity, electricity doesn't work. There's zero function. So that's why I can't really bench anymore, is because my pec minors work, and then my clavicular head works, but the medial head of my pec does not work at all. Like zero nerve function, so I can't really bench anymore.
Wow. But you do kind of do some other workouts for that.
Yeah, I do.
Right?
So still like I can still work out, I just can't bench, and I have to find ways to work around it, like isolation machines, right? I can bench on my right side just fine, so I'll use machines that's unilateral and just like do that, and then I'll take the weight down to like half of what I'll do on this side and try and do some press movements. But I really don't press. I can still fly very well. So I'll do that, and then I basically just have a shoulder day where I throw in a couple chest exercises now.
Well, you know what's impressive? That you have that situation, but you're still working out and your body looks amazing. Honestly, if you shouldn't say that, I wouldn't even notice. I know.
This is that's why I can't compete. It would show on stage. Like if I was on stage, you could tell. It's been 18 months though, so I've got 18 months where I haven't really. This pec just doesn't work. So it's atrophied. It's small, and it's potentially a lifetime disease, or it can go away. So it'll just working again, but right now it doesn't work. It took me like a year. Doctors.
Oh man, well, keep it up, bro. Keep it up. So I have a set of questions for you, bro. It's like a game. Oh, you saw that question? Does he has armpit hairs?
Does. That's the only thing I don't shave is my armpits.
That's good, man. So I have like a set of questions for you. It's like a game. I kind of do that with everyone. Are you ready, mister?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So the first 5 questions are called "What's your reaction?" because regardless of the answer, it's more about seeing your reaction. Okay.
All right.
All right. So you just got to the gym and all the equipment is in use. What do you do?
I fucking throw a fit. Get angry and grumpy. I turn into grumpy Philip. No, if everything's being used, I would just kill time and talk to people until whatever.
And exercise. What? You could do exercise.
Yeah, do something. Yeah.
All right. Second question. So you just got to the gym, and the person next to you. So you just got to the gym. You're working out on an equipment, and the person next to you smells bad. What do you do?
I'll usually just tough it out, to be honest. Sometimes that happens a lot, actually. I'll usually just tough it out, or if it's so bad, I'll just walk away and go find something else to do and avoid that person for sure.
Especially if you're on the treadmill, because I'm a treadmill guy. So if you're there and the person next to you...
I'm just not using the treadmill that day. I'm like, and one further away from the person.
All right, guys, keep leaving your questions. I'll get back to you guys in a minute, all right? So third question. So you just got to the gym and realized you forgot to wear deodorant.
Ooh, that happens a lot, actually. Don't care. Don't care.
Okay, that's cool, bro. That's awesome. Because I will probably be like try not to lift up my arms, so I'll be like this.
I sweat so much anyway. I sweat so much when I work out, and no matter how much deodorant I put on, I probably stink anyway. So I don't know.
Yeah. Plus, and then if you're like, so if the other guy is smelling, I can smell for one day.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So fourth question: you're working out. There is this person staring at you all the time and super obvious. What would you do?
I mean, that's an everyday occurrence for me, actually.
I bet. I bet. Especially if they recognize you from social medias.
Yeah, that's happened a few times. Not so much in St. Louis anymore. It depends. So if it's someone that I have an interest in, I'll just go talk to them. There's actually have a few gym crushes, not mine. A few people that have gym crushes on me that have made it blatantly obvious, and then usually they find my social media too, and will slide into my DMs. I mean, I'm extremely friendly and approachable. So if someone is staring at me and they just want to talk to me, they absolutely can. And that's what I've told a few people.
Well, and the thing is that you seem very friendly, actually. So if I see you in my gym, I'll probably approach you and be like, "Hey, I'm a follower, and I've seen your content."
Anybody could do that. Anybody could do that, and I will talk to anyone. But I look scary, right? I'm 6'4" with a beard and muscles, so people are usually intimidated by me. And then they figure out that I'm actually just a giant fucking teddy bear, and you can talk to me.
That's cool, bro. That's awesome. And last question. So you want to use this equipment. There is a sweaty guy. He leaves, but he doesn't clean the machine. What would you do?
I'm just gonna clean it for him, and then I'll go use it. I'm pretty non-confrontational in the gym for the most, and life generally, because I used to be confrontational in my 20s, and I was a shithead. So now I try to just be more positive, and like I can't control other people. I can only control my own actions, right? So, and it's true. Somebody leaves some sweat on something, I'll wipe it off and probably stink eye them a little bit if they look my way, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. I'll clean up after. Gene.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same. Actually, I don't really talk to people in the gym, so I wouldn't really approach anybody to be like, "Hey, can you clean it up?"
Yeah,
I'll just clean it up. It's
with my views.
So what questions do I have? So I see really good comments. So everything related to your physique, obviously. So guys, but what about questions? So Gorilla, he's like, do you feel the pump in the chest area after doing the pec fly?
Yes, yeah. So depending on the side, right? So that is the one thing that I can actually feel on my left side with the parsonage turner thing. I do still feel flies, and I do get a pump. And honestly, flies pump me more, like just in terms of without regard to my issue over here, just in general, I find fly movements pump me more than press movements when done properly, like with good technique, good form.
Okay. Hey, Joshua Corner, what's your favorite cosplay? I love your Spider-Man one.
Oh, honestly, the Spider-Man one's just so easy because it's like one suit that I put on. I haven't done enough cosplay. That's something I almost regret about when I was full-time content creating, is I never got into that as much as I should have, because that's big, right? Everybody loves that. So I have the Spider-Man costume, and then like I would just play with other things like the cowboy outfit and a couple other things. I don't even remember what I've done, but I never really dressed up as much as I should have, to be fair.
Yeah, but I've seen the Black Spider-Man, so
Black Spider-Man's good. Everybody loves Spider-Man.
So you can tell that I've been checking out your content, okay?
Black Spider-Man is great, and it's hard to find outfits for 6'4".
Oh wow, that's awesome, bro. And remember, guys, so if you want to follow Philip and check out his content, if you click on the link of this on the description of this video, it'll take you to his Instagram, his backup Instagram, OnlyFans, and Twitter. And speaking of OnlyFans, I actually have some OnlyFans question for you, so I'm pretty sure everyone will want to hear this.
I got answers.
You got answers? All right, so let me find them. All right, so I have a couple of questions. Okay. So, how long or since when you've been creating content?
Let's see. That was basically. I might even be coming up on 3 years now. I started in October of 2021.
Okay.
So it's almost 3 years.
Awesome. That was a little bit before the pandemic, because I know a lot of content creators, they kind of started during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay. Second question: how often do you post?
I'm not gonna lie. Now, well, I post pretty much daily on Instagram. So Instagram, there's something daily there. The actual OnlyFans, lately, not a lot. Like a couple times a month, but all the old content is still there. I still do go on and sell videos. I actually, fun fact, I finally collabed for the first time in over a year, 2 nights ago. But I do have a new video that I will be putting out this weekend sometime, probably Monday. Actually, I'll probably do like a Monday release. But I did finally collab again. I've been talking to a lot of people about collabing again and actually getting active on OnlyFans again.
That's awesome. So you don't really collab often? That's actually one of my questions. So it's coming up.
Yeah.
Just hold it right there. It's coming up.
Yep.
All right. So and that's my third question. So solo, or do you collaborate with other content creators?
Right now, most of my content is going to be solo, because with OnlyFans, you have to have release forms and tag people, and if the release forms fall off, your videos get deleted. So that happened. So I was inactive for almost 10 months now. When I moved back from Mexico, I went back to a real job. I got back into my corporate work. But I still do it sometimes on the side. Now I'm trying to get more into it. But a lot of my collabs fell off. I just need to get a new release form and re-upload them. So there is a lot of collab content, but mostly solo for now. But like I said, there's new collab.
And that is right. You were living in Puerto Vallarta, right?
Puerto Vallarta.
I love Puerto Vallarta, man.
Same. I wish I was still there, to be honest.
I've been to Puerto Vallarta, I don't know, like 3-4 times, and I love the place, man. There's so much to do.
Yeah, beautiful. Zona Romantica is like the gay capital of Mexico. It's amazing.
I know, man.
Awesome. I love it.
It's pretty fun. All right. So, fourth question: are you open to collab with bands if they meet your standards?
No. Well, depends. I don't. I guess to an extent, everyone I have collabed with is somewhat a fan. Maybe it's just I collab with people that I meet via Instagram, or sometimes in real life, but mostly just via Instagram. However, it's not typically fans, more or less. It's more people that maybe I'll reach out to, or other creators, right? So
yeah,
if you're not a creator yourself, no, I won't collab with you.
Okay.
I will collab with other creators. So
yeah, and even though it's understandable, it's kind of annoying that you have to sign a release form when you're collabing with other people.
Yeah.
So it's not really fun.
Collab content, like
yeah, and especially OnlyFans is kind of like that. You have to.
You even have to tag the video person. If someone takes a video, like there's got to be 3 people tagged sometimes to upload of it. There's a lot of restrictions with it.
Yeah. All right. So, fifth question: how often do you respond to your OnlyFans messages?
All the time. I will answer all those. That is the only place I will actually respond to messages. So truthfully, my Instagram, I'll probably get. Did I freeze?
You did. You got a phone call, huh?
Yeah, I got a phone call.
Yeah, it happens. So it's fine. So what you would do right now is exit out and just log in with the link that I sent you, and you should be good.
Right.
All right. In the meantime, guys, so keep putting. Or let me keep there. There he is. So keep putting questions. So let me see what good questions do I have in here. Joshua Connor, you have some amazing glutes. What is your go-to exercise? So I actually asked that question and he kind of explained, but there he is. There he is.
There we go. The phone call. Okay.
No, it's all good, man. So the good thing about like phone calls, like it happens, but if you exit out and come in, you should be good. But if someone calls me, I'm screwed.
It's done.
I'm done.
Yeah, you can't leave. Okay.
And then John Davis. Hi Philip, how big are you? Okay, referring to
talking about indoor weight or the good.
Go check his OnlyFans. I use
Like,
everything.
go check the off link. I actually answered that on my Instagram. Can we say that on YouTube? Can I answer that on YouTube?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I'll just say just above 8 inches.
You heard that? Who was that? John?
White girth.
So whatever you were referring to, John. All right. So and okay, sixth question. So it's still regarding OnlyFans. Do you customize? Do you do customized videos for your fans?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Depending on some of the shit people ask for is like, there's no way I'm doing that. But people have made weird requests. It depends. It's got to be something I'm comfortable with, right? Like everyone has their boundaries, their limitations on what they're willing to do, and I'm no different. Super weird stuff, no. But if it's a reasonable request, absolutely.
Oh man, that's funny, man. And Michael, he's like,
I didn't finish. The fifth question was, do I respond to messages? That's what I was saying is, before I got the phone call, yes, I do answer all messages on OnlyFans. I do not answer Instagram DMs because I'll get 100 a day. So if you do want to talk to me, you just go to the page. You go to the OF page. It's very cheap, and you can actually have a constant stream of communication with me. Almost.
No, and I was lucky that you replied to my message because I was like, he's not gonna answer. He has how many, like 65K followers? So I'm like, yeah. I'm not gonna see my message.
Through requests sometimes, but it's a lot. Like it is a lot.
And then Michael, he's like, what's the OnlyFans page name? So the link is on the description of the video, but bro, if you wanna mention your OnlyFans name, so for people to follow you.
I think it's hung. I think it is still just hung Pharbi. I think it's the same as my Instagram. Okay. I could be wrong. Like you just have to go to the link because I had one or two accounts deleted.
So Michael, so if you click on the description of this video, there is a link to his social medias like Instagram. He's both Instagram because he has a backup account, and also his OnlyFans, Twitter, and other social medias. Okay.
You have a Linktree on my IG.
Okay. And actually, that's so funny because that was gonna be my last question. Like, how could people find you on OnlyFans?
There you go.
There you go. We just answered that question.
Instagram, my Instagram is the biggest, the easiest one. That's where everything is. The Linktree is posted on Instagram, and then you can find everything. Linktree has the Twitter. It has a couple TikToks. I think I don't even know if TikToks are there. And
awesome, bro. And we're almost done with the live stream. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna be reading the last questions. So keep putting questions. I do have Philip 5 more questions to ask you. You know, we can try to do it fast if you want. You ready?
Yeah.
It's another game. I love games. You can tell, huh?
I love games too.
So this one, oh, there's your kitty.
Yeah, that's my baby. She wants to interview too.
So it's been there all this time?
Yeah, she's been there the whole time. She's just chilling.
Good. Did anyone notice the kitty right there?
Well, you focused on me.
All right, so this other game is called Have You Ever? But gym related. It's not the other Have You Ever, okay? So all right. So have you ever gone all the way to the gym and realized you forgot your headphones?
Oh yeah, like 2 days ago. I hate it. Worst.
2 days ago, that's funny. Look at those guns. Okay, second question. Have you received a good compliment in the gym?
Every day. I get compliments everywhere I go. Not that, like, I am humble, but also my ego loves it. Everywhere I go, I get complimented. It's because of my stature, too. Like, a lot of my friends are bodybuilders, but they're 5'7". So me being 6'4", I'm just extremely noticeable. So I get complimented at the gym a lot. But more than the gym, I get harassed at gas stations. Almost every time I walk into a gas station to go buy something, someone's going to say something to me. Or even
I believe it.
Grocery shopping, people will say stuff to me every time I'm anywhere in public.
I believe it, man. Because even if you see like a normal sized guy, but he's fit, you're like kind of staring at him. Yeah. Now imagine seeing a 6'4", 6'5" tall guy, fit, muscular. You'll be like,
more surprising. Like, three of my closest friends are like actual bodybuilders, way better than me, but they're 5'7", and we just went out last night. That's why I'm hungover. But when we go out, everyone sees me before them, and it pisses them off because I'm the washed up bodybuilder, and they're like actually very good bodybuilders. But everyone just comes to me first.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's impressive, man. All right. Now the other way around. So third question: have you ever received a bad compliment in the gym before?
No, never bad in the gym.
Cool.
Anyone's ever actually said anything negative to me in person. It's pretty rare to get something in person, other than in bar scenarios. Like when people are drinking, then they'll talk some shit. But never in the gym. Like it's rare that I hear something bad.
It will take a lot of, to approach that whole guy and be like, hey,
Yep.
All right. So fourth question: have you ever used the gym's mirror to check someone out?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
day, and then of course,
I think everyone's done it before.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta use the mirror to check people out. I'm also pretty bold. I'll usually just look.
Wow, that's funny, man. Okay. And last question: have you ever took off your shirt in the gym?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah. If you want, I'll just pull my pants down in the middle of the gym.
Awesome. And I got to the end of my questions, so I'll read the last comments. And bro, if you want to promote some other, I don't know if I missed any of your social medias, but I think everything is on your Linktree. Yeah. Okay, so the last comments or questions that I see, Joshua Connor. Hey, you are a tall, handsome, ripped man with sexy voice.
Thank you, my dear. I do have a sexy voice. It's one of my many good qualities.
Oh, there you go. And then David, he's like, thanks, Johnny 555. We all love you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Elizabeth, hi, I'm watching from South Africa. Hello, all the way to South Africa.
Hello to South Africa. Love it.
Yeah. I get people from different countries. I also get people from Brazil, and then they start putting comments, and I'm like, I'm not really sure what you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't want to be rude.
A lot of different countries, a lot of different languages.
And if it's like on Instagram, you can always translate, right? But if it's like on a live stream, I'm like,
I can speak Spanish, at least for the most part. So.
You can?
Yeah, a little bit. I need more practice, though. I'm a little out of practice. But yeah, living in Mexico for a year, I learned enough to be dangerous. So.
And you had me here practicing English, suffering, trying to find the words to say, and you speak Spanish all this time?
No, we couldn't have a conversation in Spanish. I can read Spanish pretty well and respond for the most part.
That's awesome.
Of course.
Please, can I be your friend? Of course, we're all friends here. Okay. And Joshua Connor, can you do some final postings? Actually, we can finish with some postings if you're down.
Of course.
Okay. Well, how old were you when you first started working out?
19. 18? 18, 19, I don't remember. I think it was 18, actually. 18 years old.
Yeah.
Right after high school, I decided to stop being skinny.
And we're gonna finish with some postings, okay, guys? So remember, if you wanna follow Philip, and you should, check out the link that I have on the description of this video. You're gonna see his OnlyFans, because he has an OnlyFans, his Twitter, Instagram, his backup Instagram. So everything is in there, okay? I would recommend you to go check it out.
Yes, nailed it. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah, the Instagram has everything you need. The OnlyFans, that's really the only thing I promote anymore is my IG. Twitter's all right. I haven't done new stuff there yet. Soon though, like I said, I'm getting back into like good content creation again, collabs, stuff like that. So the Twitter will be better. But yeah.
Awesome. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, give me some music.
Dun, 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 dun. Too bad I can play music here, man, or else YouTube.
All right.
YouTube is pretty picky.
This is not great right now.
But don't worry, I'm gonna re-upload the video and I'll put music on your postings. Look at that physique.
I just look good from the front, not the side.
Wow.
You can see.
What do you guys think?
It was a little smaller on that side.
Honestly, if you don't mention it, bro, no one's gonna notice. Because at least me, wow. No, you do look amazing, bro.
Thank you.
Then the double bicep are the best. Whoa.
Likewise. And the Dom tattoo, because I am a Dom daddy.
That's awesome, bro. Well, all right, man. So take care, okay? Thank you for being with us. It was fun.
Yep.
So hopefully you had fun. You know, we're here just sharing information and also having some fun. So hopefully you had a little bit of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad we finally did it. I put you off a few times. So
it's all good. I understand.
All right.
Hey, you are a content creator and you have 65K followers. So you have a lot of work to do, man.
I do.
All right, bro. So take care, okay? Enjoy your weekend.
Have a good weekend as well. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay,